This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's Thursday. It is a new year, so you know what that means.
New me?
Yeah.
New phone, who dis?
New year, new me.
Always.
Another year of failed New Year's resolutions.
Hey, fuck you. I'm going to lose that weight.
Hey, see, that's why I don't make New Year's resolutions. I can never fail.
You know what I do?
true.
Honestly, you know what I've done for the past, 3 years? Is say, my New Year's resolution is to not make New Year's resolutions. ... Maybe do this.
Yeah.
And, the maybe thing that I always say that I'm going to do, I always end up doing.
No kidding.
Through no fault of my own. Last year, for 2018, I was like, my New Year's resolution is to not make New Year's resolutions. ... Maybe lose weight.
Yeah.
And I lost a whole person.
No shit.
Yeah, but that's you cheated though. Diabetes is not a diet plan.
It wasn't all
Hey.
diabetes.
It's not. That's not a weight loss plan.
It is if you don't take care of it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Fuck.
Delve into my past.
Right. So welcome to Season 3, Episode 1. Oh yeah, one of them, Part 2. So we're just going to catch up on everything that we've done during our break. I hope you guys enjoyed the laugh track that we did. I'll be trying to do more of those. I got super lazy trying to do those.
We should just call the episode "Cunning Linguist."
Cunning linguist
Hey.
and master debater.
Yes.
Hey.
So, how was everybody's Christmas?
Fantastic.
And fucking tastic.
Mine was great.
I laid in bed and drank whiskey. I'm just kidding.
So also fantastic.
Yeah, so great. It was fantastic.
So also
I
fantastic.
didn't have to deal with no motherfuckers.
I can't say that I took the plunge because I didn't buy it, but I am now not fully, but I am somewhat now in the realm of 4K gaming.
Welcome, my young son.
I'm almost there. I just don't have the system yet, but
So, you're going off of a base. You still have the Uncharted PS4, right?
Yeah.
So, those base PS4s, they do have some 4K possibilities.
are you talking about HDR or?
I think that's what it is.
Because I know the One S, the one I used to have and the one you have, has HDR and a little bit of 4K on some games and some Netflix stuff. But
Yep.
but
You said it's really, there's a difference.
even with your regular base PlayStation, I booted up Red Dead and I was just moving the camera around and I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It does make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm happy to say that I'm a bit into Red Dead now myself.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally, thanks to Eddie Lyon lending me the game.
So, with that being said, opening thoughts of what you've played so far?
I mean, I just like running around and
Stirring
wreaking
shit.
havoc,
Yeah.
because it's a video game, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So when I was telling you both, Eddie and Cole, this earlier, when I'll just be cruising down the road, you can greet passersby and everything. So I'll greet people, and if they don't say anything back to me, I'll turn around and antagonize them. All right, you didn't say hi, well, fuck you too,
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
And then I get them all riled up and stuff,
Yeah.
and then I kill them. So it's just kind of.
I love doing something similar to that, and
Yeah.
because when they flip around and they're like, "The fuck you say to me," and then it's like, "All right, calm down, princess."
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
no,
when you're,
I'll do stuff
trying
like
to
that too.
defuse the situation.
Yeah, you'll antagonize and diffuse. Antagonize, and then usually diffuse isn't an option the second or third
Yeah.
time. But it's so funny because I did it one time and he goes, don't calm him down. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you little punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
Turned around and antagonized him again. It was so great.
For the longest time in that game, and I finished the game with super high honor, and so I already was up there. So there were little points before I actually finished both the story and the epilogue where I was like, yeah, I can afford to fuck around a little bit. So I just walked around Saint Denis on my horse and just antagonized the shit out of people. So much to the point where I got the cops called on me for public disturbance.
That's the thing. I was in Saint Denis and because I've only gone to Saint Denis once.
Yeah.
Because like there was somebody on a road who wanted to ride back.
Yeah.
Because I haven't actually had any story there yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
And so I took this guy back to town, and then I was just walking through town. I didn't do shit, and I got a public disturbance call out. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything.
I don't know what it is about that area of the game, but it does seem like there's a heightened sense of...
I'm sure that's intentional, because, Saint Denis is like all,
when
ritzy
you,
and...
when you went into that for the first time, did you feel like a sense of claustrophobia?
I mean,
like, did you feel claustrophobic? Because that's what I felt when, like, the first couple of missions that you go in there. I just remember going in there thinking, like, I don't like this at all because it feels like not open.
No, I get it. I mean, there's definitely a difference. I didn't feel claustrophobic because I spent several years living in a fucking crazy, huge, really confined city. So like, I'm used to that.
Of course.
But like, there's definitely a difference going from the rest of the game to that.
Yeah, of course.
I just loved some of the, like, I laughed my ass off at some of the things you would say to people at some of the things you would say to people antagonizing them. Like, I walked past, I brought this up, like, when we first started playing the game, but my favorite moment was when I walked past this rich, pompous couple. They were walking out of, like, this shop, and I was like gonna hit them. I was gonna hit one of them with an insult, but I hit both of them, and it was just, where did you two meet at? The freak show? I just started laughing. I was like,
burn! Once you think about like the dynamics of that Rockstar had some kind of way to tether those two NPCs together, where that comment that you made from your own character,
I'm sure it's
went to both of them. That's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure it's simply just an algorithm where since there are two NPCs, it defaults to an insult where you hit multiple. It gives you like a plural insult instead of just
and that's
singular.
also like just a piece of you know what I mean, like that's just another little gear moving in this gigantic machine.
Now hurry up and beat the game because I am itching to just talk about it.
We need to talk about
my god,
game, dude.
I'm getting there. How
you're
far
moving
am I?
along.
Am I like because I'm trying not to do too much side.
What chapter
stuff.
are you on, Derek?
I have no fucking.
He's
idea.
just about to do the big second camp mission.
Oh, okay.
With Braithwaite's.
So what's that, like 2, 3?
Well, because like I've gone through and done the.
He just barely
the
did
liquor.
Like
I did that.
What's the?
The one
letters.
where you steal and then try and return
and then
the
you
liquor
try and
back
sell
with
it back
Hosea.
to her. Yeah.
And then you go back into town and you're what's his name when he's giving out the drinks?
Your slower brother or whatever.
Oh, what is it?
I want to say Gil, but it's not Gil.
Anyway,
I can't remember what it is, but he's coming up on. So there, it's
so
that
I
big.
did that.
Yeah.
I did the letter between the Braithwaite girl and the what's the other clan called? I forget.
The Braithwaites and the.
Trying to remember.
God damn it! What are
I
they
know.
called?
I know their mansion.
Clay? No.
Claymore. No.
I don't remember.
But and the boys. So like I did their little Romeo and Juliet storyline deal, but so I did that.
You're I'm having a hard time saying that you're halfway because you're definitely not including that gigantic epilogue.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're coming up onto some of the more crazier parts of the game for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, the game's fucking rad.
Shut up.
Fuck you. I now own an Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And that's been fun. Been playing State of Decay 2 a lot, and that game is pretty cool for me.
So give me the elevator pitch for this game.
Yeah,
sell this game to me because I always saw it and I never paid much attention to it.
Dude, I'm enjoying the shit out of the game. I mean, it's a little repetitive.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's fun.
It's a survival game, right?
Yeah, it's a survival game. You and a group of people hole up in different areas that you can hole up in, and then it's all about gathering supplies, killing infestations, killing things called plague hearts, which are the things that infect you. Because the zombies won't infect you themselves; plague zombies will.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they have it's like Left 4 Dead. They have like different kinds of zombies. They have like big juggernaut zombies, and they have bloater zombies, and they have, those. And the cool thing about it is that you can play any of the characters in your house, like in your group or whatever. But if your character dies, like that, they don't come back.
Okay, so there's a permadeath system.
Yeah, there's like a straight permadeath system, and they'll. Yeah, so if you lose them, that's it. Like, you don't get them back.
Okay.
Any of the skills that they may have, because they like different people have different like skills. Like one will have a gardening skill, one will have an electronic skill.
So what I'm hearing is that they're like you set up camp essentially. So there's like a settlement or some kind, and then so when you're going out trying to find new supplies, you can come across other people. So and then you can play as those people that you find, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
like
so that's kind of cool.
You'll be able to recruit them, and once they're a part of your like settlement or whatever, you can pick them and play them however you choose.
So there's not really a main character or anything like that.
No, there's no main character.
Do you like create a character or anything like that?
I don't think so. Like I just started off with a character.
Okay.
And then there are like other settlements that you can like trade and talk to called enclaves.
Okay.
And so like you'll go to them, and like if you have a good standing with them, you'll get so much off of the supplies and stuff that you share with your settlement. It's fucking cool. It's a little repetitive, like I said.
I mean, but right now if you've got Game Pass, it's free. So it's like it's hard to.
I've got so many games off of Game Pass, dude. Like I'm playing Dead Island again.
Playing that Mega Man?
Oh yeah.
Playing that Mega Man? You better be, boy.
See, I was thinking about getting you something Mega Man related, and for Christmas, and when I was at the GameStop, I saw that Sora, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah,
because that's
rad,
just
dude.
cool.
That thing. I have no fucking clue where I'm gonna put him. 'Cause he's a big boy.
He
I don't know.
He is.
I'm sure I can. I always find room. Always find room.
Big as fuck, boy.
boy. So that, I mean, yeah. So it sounds like is there like a multiplayer aspect to that?
Yeah, you can play online, so other people doing their things in the same world can come to your settlement and trade with you and shit like that.
Okay.
Or you could just play solo and like play offline.
Right on. Okay.
Right now, I haven't dived into any of the multiplayer shit. Like I just wanted to get a grasp of how to play, and I'm playing solo, and I guess they come in like stories. So, like, once you're done with the story, you'll pass the game or whatever, and then you can just do it all over again.
Right on.
By the way, have any of you guys watched The Orville at all?
I've watched some of it. I watched, like, the first 6
That's
episodes
the Seth MacFarlane
Star
Trek, Star Wars type deal.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I like it a lot.
Show.
And the new season is starting tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
God damn it. You want to
new
talk
season
about...
of The Orville.
Have you guys seen The Rookie? That Nathan Fillion movie?
Is it a show?
It's a TV show, yeah. That's a good show, too.
You want to talk about new seasons and how fucked off I am about it? What is it? Is it October of next year? That's when we get the new season of My Hero Academia.
I know, dude.
What the fuck,
what?
dude?
October.
Yeah. October,
dude. Motherfuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
perhaps
saw that.
I can sate your want for that by mentioning that in April we get season 2 of One Punch Man.
Yes. Have you seen the new trailer?
Oh yeah.
God, it looks so fucking good.
One Punch Man is such a cool.
Oh my god.
Show.
Yes, super super excited for that.
And that's when Game of Thrones comes out too, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Still not caught up.
Yeah.
Me either.
You gotta get on that.
I haven't watched a single episode.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
You're a little behind.
A little bit. just a squish.
I have all of them, so all the seasons.
And now
I'm not trying to get into it.
Oh well, yeah, for sure.
And now
I hear it.
I'm all like into fucking trying to watch every anime possible now. Like fucking like I'm just hitting up Cole every once in a while, dude. Like, how does this show work? Like, how is this show a thing? Like, Food Wars. I'm watching Food Wars right now, and I don't understand how invested
I'm so happy about that, by the way.
I don't understand how invested I am with that show, because I'm seriously on the edge of my seat. Like, what's he going to do with the fucking edamame, bro? like, oh shit, he used the fucking fish crackers. I
didn't even think of that. Oh my god.
It's just like, oh, put it in your mouth. How does that taste? How does it taste? Is it gonna fucking rip your clothes off? Holy shit!
Gotta get that food
Now tell me how it accents it in such a way.
Like, holy shit, that sounds good. I think I might make that shit.
That show has a hook. That show has like a definite thing that gets you involved, and I don't know. I really like. His name's Soma Yukihara, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I kind of don't like that trope in anime where the main character can like do no wrong. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Food Wars kind of negates that because he does have some issues. Like there's that one issue when I don't know if they're on like a trip or something, and they're in a challenge, and part of that challenge is for them to serve. Isn't it like 100 bowls or something, or 100 plates or something like that?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And like the end of that episode ends with he's sold like 3 plates and that's it. And it's like, oh my god, what is Soma gonna do? You know? And of course he like comes back from it. But yeah, it's really compelling TV. But the thing is I don't really care for Soma. I care for like all the other characters.
Mm-hmm. No, dude. Yeah, I'm watching that. So I'm watching Food Wars, and I'm watching Attack on Titan, and I'm watching Lady Zombie Saga, or whatever the hell that one show is called. I'm watching like 4 or 5 different animes.
God, I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so fucking proud of you.
I'm watching like 4 or 5 different animes, just like deeply invested into each and every one of them.
In a year's time, you're gonna be wanting to go to Japan with me.
Let's go. I'm wanting to go now, bro.
You're gonna want to go teach English in Japan now.
Big fucking. I have a couple of like bombshell announcements that I want to touch on.
Let's do it.
One of them is that Neon Genesis Evangelion is
Netflix.
fucking coming to Netflix.
Yeah.
In what fucking world did we do to deserve this gracious God-given gift? Like, holy fucking shit.
And that's going to be another one that I'm just going to fucking.
We got the government shut down. That's what.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like, and it's crazy. Like, the amount of money that they had to pay for that has got to be fucking astronomical. Because you got to. So. This anime came out in the mid-90s.
We're going to have that. We'll still have Friends.
Don't you say...
Shut up. Don't you have your fucking Friends.
Don't you say things about Friends. I will fucking murder
boring.
You. I will... You're big, but I'll take you down by your ankles.
Jennifer Aniston is the only thing that's good about that show.
You are fucking high.
Chandler.
Chandler's... No, isn't his name Joey?
Joey,
I like Joey.
Awesome.
Joey's the one that eats and is the dummy one.
Yeah.
Chandler's
he's the only one. He's the model, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the only one.
You're dumb.
The rest of them are fucking stupid.
You're fucking high. But you like Seinfeld, right?
I fucking love Seinfeld.
That's fucking...
There's the different fucking shows. Come on.
And they are pretty different in tone.
Different fucking shows, bro.
I like them both. I don't know what...
I
don't know what Cole's problem is.
I will admit that my disdain for Friends is... largely predicated by the fact that Angela watches that show 5 or 6 times a year.
Good.
The entire series.
As she should.
Yeah.
Dude, no. I do that with The Office. I'm actually
she watches The Office.
I'm actually
a lot
balls
too.
deep into my current run
that's
through
okay,
The Office
because The
again
Office is actually intelligent humor.
But
I'm rewatching The Walking Dead. I'm in season 3 right now.
Anyways, so Neon Genesis Evangelion is a crazy, crazy fucking mind trip of an anime that premiered in the 1990s and is probably one of the most influential anime ever made. Like, this thing is fucking everywhere. It's everywhere, especially in Japan. It's like largely every anime that you see now has some kind of Evangelion reference. Like, it's crazy.
That's cool.
But I'm largely a fanboy. I love Evangelion to bits, but the thing that I wanted to talk about was how fucking salty one of the executives is at Funimation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Funimation, for you guys that don't know, is basically like the biggest anime distributor in the States, in the West.
It's like Netflix for Japan, pretty much, as far as anime is concerned.
Well, in terms of dubbing.
Yeah.
So they did all of the anime that you watch, like DBZ, Naruto, One Piece, all this stuff. It was all thanks to Funimation.
Gotcha.
If it wasn't done by Funimation, it's pretty much like the Nintendo stamp of approval. If it didn't have Funimation on it, probably wasn't that good. Okay? So the guy, I think his name is Gen Fukunaga. Something like that. His name's in the credits of every single anime that you'll ever watch. If it's dubbed by Funimation, his name will be in there. And he's basically just in there saying, like, you know, we don't really like the idea of Eva being on Netflix because it's going to get lost in the sea of content on Netflix. And I'm like,
does he know they have a search function?
Well, and I can understand what he's talking about.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you just come off as salty as fuck because it's like you've had like 20 fucking years to get the rights to stream this shit, to distribute it, and trust me, like, the only way that I know how to watch Evangelion right now is either bootleg it on the internet or watch my bootleg copy that I got off eBay. You know, like, there's no real way to watch this anime at all.
And that brings me to what I was thinking about saying is, like, I know especially for me and for, like, a ton of other people, like, it's going to just open the fucking floodgates and people are going to see it on there. And
I'm so
like,
fucking excited.
I'm going to watch this now.
Yeah.
And it's going to, like, increase their viewership by, like that much more because everybody, I don't know a single person that, like, really doesn't have a Netflix account, you know.
It's a very intricate story and it's very confusing and sometimes it doesn't really get its point across very well. But lucky for you three, I am a self-proclaimed Evangelion expert. I know just about
I am super hyped for it because, like you said, there's like not so simple ways of watching it.
Yeah.
And once it hits this, I'm just gonna I just have to push a couple buttons and there it is.
So yeah, what's really cool is that they also got the end of Evangelion movie, which is my favorite movie of all time.
Oh really?
Yeah. So in the ending run of Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is the TV show, basically what happened is Studio Gainax, the people that were making it, like, ran out of money. Like, and you can tell that there were some very deep, like, budget cuts in terms of, like, animation and stuff. And, like, maybe I'll try and I'll rewatch the series on Netflix and I'll try and find the episode that does it the worst. But there's so many, like, things that it goes to do where it's like, you know, like a character will put a book in front of its mouth to make it so they don't have to animate the mouth moving. You know, like, that's little shit like that, you know? And so episode, I think it's 25 and 26, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. But it's basically just like a super really, really rough draft of animation because they totally ran out of money. So they're trying to find the best way to wrap this up without, you know, like, without going over budget, you know? So what essentially had happened was everyone was throwing the biggest fucking fit over this. Like, even Studio Gainax in Japan, like, their place of where they did all their business, like, got trashed, like, completely vandalized because people were super pissed about the ending. Oh, wow. And so Hideki Anno, the guy who's also in charge of Godzilla, if you didn't know. So the guy that's making Evangelion, the guy that's making Godzilla are the same person. I just thought that was fucking rad. You know what I mean? So, like,
you're talking about the animated Godzilla, right?
No, the real Godzilla.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the real Godzilla. So everyone was freaking out, right? So Anno was like, whatever, we'll get the budget, and they made End of Evangelion. And it is even more like an even bigger mindfuck than the entire series. And it's, like I said, it's my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie to death. But it is incredibly hard to understand. Like, there's a lot of shit that does not make sense at all. But
it's like Memento.
Yeah, exactly. I've done the research. I've read the manga. Like, if you watch the show and you realize that this is something that you really want to get into, like, I do recommend the manga just because it is, like, it's basically got, like, Anno's blessing, and it's got the original character design, like, artist that, like, drew all the panels and stuff. And it has, like, a much more condensed version. Like, the last book is basically End of Evangelion. But
dude, I think I still have it. I might have gotten rid of it, but when I moved, I still had a VHS copy of Memento.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I found a couple other VHSs too, but I was like, holy shit.
you know,
that is a memento.
Yeah, right?
There is the rebuild movies. They're basically just like, it's Anno trying to... So Evangelion obviously got this huge, you know, burst of popularity in Japan, and somehow, like, to a much lesser extent in the West, it also got a bunch of attention. And so Anno decided to redo the whole story. But this time he took a lot more liberties in changing shit. So the first movie is like 100%, I think, like the first 6 episodes of the anime, which is great. Like, it's basically just a super pretty version of the anime, which is awesome, you know. The second movie, more or less, sticks to the same, but by the ending of the movie, it's like, all right, it's out the window. Like, none of this shit that fucking happened at all, but, like, now it's new. And then the third movie just makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, I love that movie a lot, man, but it's just, like, we watched all 3 of those rebuild movies, like, a week ago, me and Angela. And I remember sitting there going, I picked up my phone and went to the fucking avageeks.com, and I was like, so, and I'm like sitting on the shitter, and I'm like, so when does Unit 1 come back into play? And, you know, like, the fucking, oh, dude, it was, I was sitting there, and I was like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. The rebuild movies, don't stay away, watch them, but watch the show first.
Okay.
Watch the show, watch End of Ava, which they're all coming to Netflix, so don't worry. And if you like that enough, I'll show you the rebuild movies. But other than that, stay away from them.
I was talking about it earlier before we started here, and I normally don't like take like uninformed gambles on games or anything like that, but I did that yesterday. That Death's Gambit game is phenomenal, and it blew me away because I forgot after I bought it and started playing it.
Yeah.
I forgot that it was made by Adult Swim.
Oh.
So
cool.
that even like, because I know that they made like they made a bunch of like their Flash games on their website and stuff like that were, you know,
Didn't
like
they have one where it was
dark
like you're riding
humored
a,
and
like a unicorn or something? Like
yeah,
that?
yeah. I think that was you just basically jump and shoot out
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
unicorn
yeah.
horn. But
Can't remember what that one's called.
but I was playing this and it is like, I know you mentioned, like, I know there's a bunch of like side-scrolling games that are out there that people are just like, oh yeah, this is like
2D
the Dark Souls.
yeah.
No, this game is exactly like to a T, because you come across these shrines, which in Dark Souls are the bonfires.
Yeah.
And then you can level up your stats there, which is exactly how you level up in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
You have like your dodge and your block mechanics. You have the classes that you choose at the beginning that like these.
No
The
kidding,
screen
okay.
looks exactly like it does
Okay.
when you're starting off Dark Souls.
So it's pretty clear where their inspiration came
And
from.
it's just as fucking hard. Like
Yeah.
it's like, I posted that video. I saw you were watching it there, Derek. I posted that video of
yeah,
my
yeah.
boss fight that took me like 5 different occasions to beat it. But yeah, no, it's like $12 on the PlayStation Store right now, marked down from like 20.
No shit.
And I don't know if it's on any other console, but either way, like, it's a fucking blast.
Do we know if it did well, like in terms of sales?
I was actually looking up because I was trying to find the release date. I guess it came out in August, but
Yeah, that sounds right.
7 out of 10 on Steam, 6.7 IGN, Metacritic gave it a 70.
Yeah.
So it's been doing pretty well. I don't know about sales, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I've been having.
Did you check out
blast
Dead
with
Cells yet?
it. That one I haven't gotten into yet.
You should. You should play it on Switch, though. Don't play it on... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I love that game on Switch, and having it portable. And watching you play that Death Gambit game, I was like, wow, this is... It looks... If you can get the controls down for that game, you could... I'm sure you'd fall in love with Dead Cells, for sure. But if it's only $5, I'm going to go home and try it out, for sure.
When I have the chance, I'm going to go ahead and get myself a Switch, because I need one. Because
We're getting
you guys got a big bombshell.
yeah. Yeah.
Not only Ultimate Alliance 3, but I posted this in our group chat, but that advertisement for Mortal Kombat 11 when it came out. Down at the bottom,
Yeah, what
it
the
has
fuck?
the Switch logo.
Yeah, coming to Switch.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
good God.
That's a crazy one to be going to Switch, I think.
I agree.
You know?
Like usually,
Like
that's
Nintendo's not usually down with that kind of gore
Content.
And, yeah.
Well, I mean,
they got Wolfenstein.
bringing it all the way back to like all the controversy in the 90s, and like the reason why we have the ESRB today was because of Mortal Kombat and games like I think it's called Night Trap and stuff like that. Like Nintendo, what's crazy about that is that Night Trap game had it was like a 20-year anniversary re-release, and it came out on Switch. But what's really funny is there's like court documented video evidence of like a Nintendo representative of Nintendo of America saying like, Night Trap will never ever ever come to a Nintendo console ever. And like, yeah, guess what, it's on a fucking console. Douchebag.
there was another thing I wanted to bring up though, because I think it's fucking hilarious. I don't know if you guys have been following this, but Soulja Boy.
Oh yeah. No, we were talking about that earlier.
Right before you walked in.
Yeah.
Nintendo sued him for it, and now he's taking them out of the stores.
Yeah, no, like I watched this video.
I mean, that's almost worth having it.
Yeah,
just for like that weirdness.
He was doing like a review of it, like because he bought one. It was like $100 for the handheld.
That's probably the video we watched.
Yeah,
and he's like, all right, yeah, this isn't too bad. He's like, well, there's no Soulja Boy songs on here. That's kind of weird. And then he goes in. He's like, well, so let's.
It's just like all of these like. It's just like the Neo Geo games like Metal Slug.
It's just like a ROM box.
Yeah, it really is just like a giant ROM box.
That's all it is.
Oh, that hurts.
And he was showing like the video that Eddie and I watched. I think he was playing the console version, right?
Yeah.
He was playing the console version, and like there was like the left side of the screen was cut off, and a few of the pixels that were supposed to be on the left side had translated. Yeah, they had translated over to the right side of the screen instead. So like, I mean, it's not just a ROM box, but a very poorly done ROM box.
Yeah, dude, it was literally just a box with a motherboard in it. He like took it out and he like weighed it, and it only weighed like a pound.
Yeah.
And
so it's very obviously just a fucking plastic box with a ROM in it.
Yeah, dude, because it's like.
And
there
were mistakes in there too. Like, what was the game that they had the show?
Oh yeah, it was Last Resort.
Last Resort.
Yeah, it was.
So they had Last Resort on there
as an option,
but instead of the artwork from the game Last Resort, there had also at some point apparently been a television show called Last Resort. And they used the artwork from the television show. Incredible shit. And then they had like
Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, they claimed it was Street Fighter 4, but then you go into it and it's Street Fighter 2. So I mean, just all this.
And it wasn't even called Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 2. It was called Street Fight 2.
Yeah.
Oh, like, that hurts.
Yeah. It was really poorly done.
Yeah, and it was so funny because I remember Soulja Boy on Twitter like, Nintendo ain't gonna do shit. Fuck Nintendo, and now like they're nowhere to be seen.
They had that meme where it's like the bottom line of the choose your character in Smash Brothers, and it's all like like Reggie, and then lawyer. No, but like I was saying before, like the video that I was watching. He's playing it, and then he's like, okay, there's some good stuff on here. He's like, I didn't know that. Oh, good job on him for getting the rights to all these games. Like that's incredible. And then he goes off and he's like, all right, well, let's get into this thing here and see what the hardware is like. And he's like trying to open it up. He's like, oh, these things never open up. And then it just shows him coming back with a fucking little axe, and he just starts bashing the thing.
Shit.
He's just like, they always make it so hard to get into. And he's like chopping it up, and he's like, oh, it broke right in front of me. Like I can't even believe this. This is so poorly made.
Yeah, dude, that was such a bad idea for him.
Yeah.
So we wish Soulja Boy all the best in his
legal endeavors.
Well, legal endeavors and investing.
Well, he's
into the video game industry.
That funny you should say that because now he's investing in esports. He's gonna like have his own esports team.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah.
And his first sponsored are they called e-players?
Yeah.
esport player is
Eathletes,
is
I don't
the,
know.
the
I think it should
Sonic
be
Fox,
Eathletes, yeah.
the furry guy that talked all kinds of shit.
The dude
no,
that had that crazy laugh every 10 seconds.
yeah,
like,
and he's like, I'm a furry and I'm gay and I'm liberal, and it's like, okay,
I'm everything a Republican hates.
you don't
Hey,
have an agenda at all.
remember when we didn't ask?
Yeah.
Like no one gives a shit. Like
So, speaking of just a box with a motherboard in it, I bought a PlayStation Classic.
oh, did you?
Did not.
Wow.
Well, and so what's funny is that game at the beginning of that console rather at the beginning of last week was 40% off. So I got it for $60. So I felt like
And that's not bad.
that justified it, and I don't feel bad about buying it at all now, because now I'm basically being able to play Metal Gear, Wild Arms, Final Fantasy VII in like its like, you know, original state where you're like selecting with the circle button and everything. I love that shit. And the original Persona is on there as well. And I really like the form factor. It's really kind of cool. It's no bigger than my phone.
Oh wow.
And it's just I got the Mama Kim got me the NES Classic for Christmas too. So now I have the NES, the Super Nintendo, and the PlayStation Classic. So I'm really happy with it right now. Me and Joey played Tekken 3 on it for probably about an hour.
Nice.
The game ran like shit, dude. I mean, it's like you're going under there, and like in terms of like the OS, you know, like when you're scrolling through all the games, it looks like shit. It's like you're trying to go for 90s nostalgia, but you just end up looking lazy as fuck. Like that's really all it was to me.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, you know, adding further insult to injury, like they're all the European versions. Well, not all of the games are, but like the games where it's like, you know, like input latency matters, you know, like the Ridge Racer and Tekken and Twisted Metal and all these games, you know, like the ones that have like a slight competitive edge to it.
Right.
Like they're all running, I think like the United States had a standard of 60 hertz, while the PAL versions of these games are only running at 50. And it, you know, that translates to a slower experience overall. But the games that I'm excited to play on it are not the PAL versions. So I found it justified.
Luckily, these are easier than shit to hack, so maybe
This
find
one's
out
not.
about that.
This one's not hacked at all. And even if you do hack it...
Well, I'm saying they're easy to do that.
Oh, yeah, of course. And not only that, like, there's no space on it.
As long as you have an axe.
There's no space on it to, like, add extra games. Like, I don't know why, but, like, some sly guy at Nintendo thought it was a good idea to put way more memory into those classic consoles than needed.
He knew what was going to happen with
I
this.
know. And that's kind of where I'm like, good guy, Nintendo. Like, you probably went through hell to try and make it so we couldn't do this, but we found a way, and by damn, somebody put in enough space for
Good
me.
guy, Reggie.
Life finds a way.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I bought some extension cords for the controllers because, you know, they're only about 2 feet long. So it's like I'm supposed to be like, you know, this far away from my TV, you know, to
Did you
play
have to buy
it.
another power cord?
No, but yeah, that's also ridiculous. It's like no one's gonna, and like a lot of people, you know, are apologists in that way because they think like, oh, you know, if you're buying this classic system, it probably means you already have a classic system, you know, so you probably already have one. So it doesn't come with a power adapter.
That's dumb.
That is dumb.
Like
That's
the,
like
the thing that goes
the
into the
same
wall.
thing that like irked me about when they started releasing the new 3DSs. Like, how are you not including a fucking charger with these? Like,
Yeah.
if somebody's like, there's a good chance that somebody's buying one of these for the first time and
Right.
they don't have any of that. And
It's
it can't just
ridiculous.
be a USB charger, or else it would be fine. Like,
It's crazy anti-consumer is
Yeah.
what it is, and I don't understand.
then
that
you have to go
practice
out
at
and
all.
buy another one, and they're like $30.
Yeah. So it's like the $300 that you're spending on this console is, you know, not really $300, it's $330.
But here comes the Switch with the power adapter and everything that you need.
I'm kind of excited to get the Switch.
Me too. I've been wanting.
God,
one
I'm
for
so
a while.
excited for you guys to get a Switch. Like, I know you're only getting it for one game, but there's.
Not that I won't play other games, but that is the sole reason I'm getting it.
Smash.
No.
Smash.
No.
Can we talk about Smash now?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
god.
Yes.
We've waited so fucking long. It's so good. It's such a good game.
It is. It's
so
really good.
fucking
I've
fun.
actually had the chance to play it a few times. What with Nick coming over to my house and bringing his Switch, and our boy Weird Sense. Shout out to Weird Sense bringing in his.
Yeah.
And like we've had like good amounts of time to play Smash. Dude, that game is fucking awesome.
What's your favorite character to play as?
King K. Rool.
Fuck yeah,
you
my
son of a
dude.
bitch.
Most
Both
broken
of you?
motherfucker in the game, dog.
King K. Rool is that dude.
Thought I was the only one. I guess not.
No, I've seen some funny ass fucking plays with K. Rool, dude. It's hilarious. Like, you know that his B move where he fucking puts on the pirate hat, dog.
And he fucking
the blunderbuss?
Oh my god, it's so fucking good, dude. It's such a and it's crazy edge guarding, like a crazy edge guarding tool too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know how you can like suck them in too, right? Like I've seen tons of plays where they like he'll do it in air, so they'll time it and he'll catch someone in air like coming back to the stage and suck them back in and then like wait until they're underneath the stage and then shoot them underneath so they tech underneath the stage. Oh, it's fucking brutal too, dude. It's like the most like, yeah, I'm better than you. What are you gonna do about it?
The
You know
best
what I
is
mean?
when you actually hit him with the cannonball, and it knocks them off, and then they try and like up B back, but by the time you suck your cannonball up and you shoot it up into the air and you catch him on the way down.
Oh, it's so satisfying. K. Rool is so fucking broken, dude. I love it so much. His down A, his down smash, it negates every attack.
Yeah.
Like you can, forward A it, you can try to grab, you can try to dodge. It doesn't matter. He'll always catch you in that
I
vicinity.
wish that I had all of the pictures that I've been taking playing that game accessible on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I took one the other day. I was trying to beat Dr. Mario because I came across him.
Yeah.
And I just
In
paused
like World
it.
of Light or what?
Well, no, just in like regular smashing.
Like unlocking.
And I paused it because I was like, okay, because I'm always trying to like take really cool screenshots or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got this one where Dr. Mario is like leaning off the edge, and he's like got this like surprised look on his face, and then you look behind him, and King K. Rool's like standing behind him, and his like one eye's like he's just like.
Yeah.
Did you see the screenshots I posted of Red Dead?
The one
the
one of
taking
you
the
getting
bath.
a handy in the bathtub.
Yeah, there's the one where, because like, she was just like, what she does is she like lifts your leg up and then starts scrubbing
No, you're
your leg.
100% getting a hand job.
But no, she just like digs right down in there. But then, did you see the one I'd posted before that? It was like I think a few days before that, where, or no, I did the video, didn't I?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I posted a video where this dude, he's already kind of going down off of his horse.
Yeah.
He's already kind of going down off of his horse.
Yeah.
And I shoot him, and it, you know how like when you get like a good shot off, it like slows it down and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So I shoot him, and the bullet goes straight between his legs, and like from out of his lap explodes all his blood.
Oh my god.
Like it was fucking
So
amazing.
you pretty much popped his dick
I
off.
did. I popped his dick off. And
I'm
then
gonna
I
watch that now.
And then I felt bad because
You
Cartman says
don't ever
shoot anybody.
You don't ever
in the
shoot
dick.
anyone in the dick. So what's your main, Nick? In Smash?
Well, besides him, well, like on the Wii U version of Smash, and I haven't gotten him yet, but it was Cloud.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to get him again. But besides King K. Rool, who is it? It's oh my god, it's one of the characters from Fire Emblem, and you can either have a guy or a girl.
Roy, Lucina,
And it's like got the
Robin?
dragon moves.
Corrin.
Holy fuck,
Yeah,
dude!
Corrin's rad.
Like he's probably he's slowly replacing King K. Rool for
Really?
me. Like he is insane.
Is he really fast like all the other Fire Emblem
He's
characters?
fast, and he's got like he's got this move where you do his forward B smash,
Yeah.
and he'll come out with like a dragon lance, and if he can stick it into the ground and then wait a second, and then if you attack again, he'll like launch himself forward.
What the fuck?
Or you can hit somebody with that, and like you'll stick them into the ground with the lance, and then you can just eject him forward.
Okay.
Like
Right on.
That sounds dope.
He's awesome. I love playing as
I've
him.
been maining as Cloud and Link. Link in this game is ridiculously versatile. Holy shit. He was always kind of like a C tier, D tier type character. This motherfucker is going places in this game, dude. This guy's fucking rad now. Like his so, and I'm talking about Breath of the Wild Link, you know, like the normal Link, because there's Toon Link in here. They brought back Young Link, who apparently is broken to all shit, because like there's a way that you can manipulate his down B bombs and all this shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what I really love about Breath of the Wild Link is that his bomb is now, his down B is now remote detonated. So like you throw the bomb, but you have to press down B again to blow it up.
That's dope.
Oh my god. It's given me some of the most satisfying KOs ever, dude. Like, just, like, pulling that bomb, like, launching someone off screen and then pulling out that bomb and then chucking it, like, timing it just right just for them to get hit by the bomb and then blow them up. Oh, god damn. Game is so much fun. And that and Cloud is still just as much fun.
So
I still don't have him yet. And
I've
that's
not,
what I've been holding out for.
I've not played Smash.
We need
at
to
all.
we need to have a Smash day.
Like, it's not really my style of game.
Yeah.
And like and beyond that, it's just a game that I look at and go, I would be horrible at that game.
Well, see, that's like why the inclusion of like items and all this stuff comes into, is because like it's always, I play this shit with my little brothers, you know what I mean? And they kick my ass when items on, bro. Like, they don't give a shit. But when it's that Final Destination 3 stock, no items, you getting wrecked, boy.
So,
Anybody can get this motherfucking smoke.
I read this
hands,
article
son.
and watched a video accompanying the article, but basically, and I don't know if they've patched it yet or anything like that, but there's this awesome glitch with Isabelle from Smash.
Oh, yeah.
Where
The
basically,
trophies, yeah.
so you have to have two people. Each person is Isabelle, and if you have the trophy assist item in the middle, you know, the one where you throw it up and a person comes in to help you. So both of you go to grab it with the fishing rod, and then one of them gets it, and you just keep pushing up. Like, you just keep pushing A, and it will just keep throwing these trophies up, like an infinite amount. And the video I saw where they did it the first time, they just were summoning, like, an infinite amount of Waluigis. Like, it was insane.
Here's your fucking Waluigi's, you shut up now.
You just hear, like, this, like overlapped, just like...
The one that I saw was the one where they keep summoning Rathalos for Monster Hunter. So it's this gigantic like bird dragon creature, and there's like 30 of them on the screen. It's like, how is the Nintendo not like melted right now?
There's
like,
one where they did it with like a bunch of different trophies, and the funniest one that I saw they did it with was the Nintendogs one.
Yeah.
And like 30 Nintendogs are up on the screen, just like...
Yes, that's fucking rad, dude. Those assist trophies are good in this game too. Like, if you get fucking 0 from Mega Man X, it's over.
Oh, and
it's
then
over.
Not only like those, and you got your Pokeballs, but the fucking Master Balls that you get. Oh
yeah! Oh
like,
my
those
god!
Are my
when a Master Ball spawns on the field, it is crazy. It's like a mad dash that whoever can get to that Pokeball. God, it's so fucking cool.
All that chaos. December was a crazy month for game announcements.
Yeah. Oh God, can we talk about Joker?
Yes.
Can we talk about Joker?
He's in the first pack, isn't he?
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Speaking of that, I've been playing Persona 5.
Yeah.
And holy shit, that game.
Game's fucking rad.
And it's crazy because, like, I'm not really into games that have a lot of story, like, and a lot of dialogue.
Oh, fucking I am.
But this game has me by the balls.
Yep.
As long as they don't shoot it.
Yeah.
Dude, why do you think Red Dead 2 took me so long to finish? Because I kept getting sidetracked and I didn't skip anything. Like, and I was just all about, like, running everywhere and listening to every bit of dialogue, but I am fucking stuck in that game.
Yeah.
So you both bought it.
Yeah.
You both bought it.
Oh, as soon as I asked him, is it on sale? He's like, yep. I'm like, done.
Yeah. And what'd you guys get that game for? Like $30?
25.
fucking steal. Mm-hmm. So over 100 hours of gameplay for $30.
And then, like, all the free content that they have, like, all the free add-on content that they have is fucking cool. I got everybody running around in Christmas outfits right now.
Dude, I got Joker running around in, what is it, like the butler suit?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're all wearing Christmas outfits, and then, like, in a couple months, I'm going to switch them over to the summer outfits and shit. Like, I've got, like, all kinds of fucking outfits for them. And that shit makes
I love you so much.
That shit makes me happy. I like doing that shit. But...
those Persona games, man, they just get you. They get you right in the heart, and they don't let go. This could just be me, but I played Persona 4 on my Vita, and I just remember that being like a fucking spiritual experience. Dog.
Yeah, I hadn't played any of them until you let me borrow this one.
Yeah,
that one time, and like I wanted to get back into it, but it was always like pretty pricey. You know, like even on the store.
Yeah. And not only that, it's incredibly daunting. Like the game is, you know, it's very, very story driven, and you know, very like the systems in it are incredibly intricate, and like it's really easy to get lost in like this sea of all this shit that
the thing that grabs me though the most is like the music.
Oh god!
Not only that, but the art style. Like
how fucking
menu
stylish
thing
it is.
every menu. Like when you go in and equip stuff, how like
he does that like smack onto the TV.
Oh my god! It's so
when you pause it, it's so great. Like they really did pay a lot of attention to that.
So not only should you, Derek, be exactly. Yeah. Shoji Meguro, man, he's like one of the most underappreciated artists.
I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah. They registered domains, like 3 or 4 different domains for Persona 5. Atlas did. So one of them is P5R, which is, you know, heavily rumored to be this Reloaded. So and it's weird because like they released a stinger teaser trailer for it. But the thing is that it begins with a PlayStation symbol. So I'm not really sure, like, why would they re-release Persona 5 for the
There's
PS4?
Nothing to re-release it with, is there?
Well, there's like a fucking mountain of DLC, but I don't know why they would do that.
But you can already get that, like,
of course,
for free. So.
Of course, yeah. But they also registered another one for Persona 5S. What do we love that starts with an S?
Switch.
Snatch.
Sex.
Oh.
Yeah, I love
Switch.
too, but...
Switch. It's like almost fucking guaranteed this game's coming to the Switch. And holy God, the boner that I will have when that day arrives. Hello, I can't come to work today. Like
I will punch you in your boner like it's fucking Tuesday.
Oh my God, man! Like, and I'm just like,
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna jump into a whole nother thing, but
yeah, I can't. Oh my God, just fucking give it to us already. Like the game is so fucking perfect for Switch. Like Persona 4 Golden translated so well to a handheld experience. And this game is not like graphically extensive at all. Like it runs on the PS3, so I'm pretty sure that you can run it.
The art style is so pretty though.
Yeah,
I really like. I've not played any of them. But I've seen Eddie play it here and there.
Yeah,
and like it's really pretty. I don't know if I would be. Yeah, the music's cool. Oh, like I don't know if I would be into playing it personally.
Of course.
Unless I tried it out and everything, but like it's not my normal style of game.
Of course.
But it looks really nice.
And see, it isn't my normal style of game either, but that game really does. Like I have to peel myself away from it sometimes because it's
the same thing happened to me that happened to Angela. Like first time you start playing Persona 5 and now I'm just like anime. Yeah. I'm just like give it all to me now.
That's
like,
the game. That is the catalyst of Angela's total weeabooism.
Mine too.
Is fucking Persona 5.
Like I was crazy. Like I was aware of anime and I was like, okay, whatever. And then you guys were like, you got to play this game. So I started playing. I played like 20 hours of it, and I was just like,
so where are you
Clockwork
at?
Orange, just like.
Where are you at in the
I'm
story?
still in the castle.
Kamoshida.
Almost to the treasure.
Okay.
But I keep getting.
So where do you keep dying? Because I'm going to come over and help you.
You know where you get up and it's all distorted?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And then I get sent clear the fuck back, like all the way back.
How many more days left do you have until Kamoshida expels your ass?
I don't know exactly.
Double digits, or am I working
maybe.
with it? Okay.
Because like I get sent all the way back to where you go to the chapel and you have to fight that first boss, the guy that charges up. And you have to block.
Yeah.
The guy that's on the shitter.
No.
Yeah, the demon that's on the shitter, isn't it?
That's the first fight that you get on to.
No, so you go to the chapel. This
Right.
thing comes out and it's the guardian angel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy's a bitch.
I get sent
dude.
all the way back to him when I die.
Okay, yeah, he's
Dude, I ran through that castle.
yeah.
I did, dude. Like I beat the castle in 3 days.
No shit. Like in game.
In game,
days.
yeah. Like
No shit. See, that was my like one of my favorite things to do is like I will go through and I will like finish it like almost all the way in like a fraction of the amount of days that you need
And
to
then
do.
the thing of it with me is like I'm like, okay, I'll leave here and I'll go get some better stuff.
Yeah.
And I leave and then it's like, oh, now you got to spend a day at school and then like
Yeah.
all this stuff's going on. I'm like, no, I just want to go get some stuff and go back.
right. Like no, I know what you mean because I was like for those whole 3 days.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. It was 4 days. So like the first 2 to 3 days or whatever, all I wanted to do was make lockpicks. I was just like, can I just make a lockpick? Can I just make a lock? No, you're too tired. Don't do that. You're like, no, we're not going to do that tonight. And I'm just like, I just want to make some fucking lockpicks. I got everything I need to make a lockpicks. Give me a fucking lockpick. And then like the 4th day when I was like, all right, I this is it. This is the end of it. I made like 5 or 6 lockpicks. I was like, fuck.
See, and then I was like,
Fuck
okay,
my
so
job. Fuck everything else that I was supposed to do that day.
I don't even have a job. Like, by the way.
My Japanese teenager high schooler lifestyle.
Yeah.
I went and I was like, okay, I'll go to like the doctor's office and get some potions. And I show up there. Oh, hey, do you want to do this clinical trial? I'm like, no, I just want some fucking like medicine so I can go beat this fucking castle.
So that's kind of like the biggest detriment of that game. But like the further you go on in the story, like the more it like lets go.
Oh,
you know
okay,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like
'Cause,
it
yeah, dude,
doesn't
like-
nearly go. The whole game isn't like what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
like even Morgana even gets to the point where he's not saying let's go to bed as nearly as much. Because yeah, that whole time like Morgana made me want to fucking punch a cat in the
I
face.
swear to
Well,
God.
I mean,
Like-
any game is gonna start off with some hand holding.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're talking about like 10-15 hours into the
Oh
game.
shit!
No, like this.
Damn.
No, like the first palace is 100% a tutorial tutorial palace. So it's like their frustration is real,
Yeah.
like for real. And I'm like, I remember thinking the whole time, like, yeah, this is getting obnoxious. But I remember that the music, the story, the characters, the art style, this was all things that were like pushing me further and further into the story. And then you get to a point where you're like, holy fuck, I'm a member of the Phantom Thieves. I fucking love this shit. Where's my grades at? Why am I failing my grades? I'm gonna just fucking cheat on my phone and just Google the answer right
That's
here.
what I do. That's what I do. I just fucking Google the
You're
answer. 'Cause
not-
I don't know half of that because they ask you some really
They ask
obscure
you some
shit.
Oh, really?
like,
Yeah,
crazy
dude,
shit.
Like
dude.
what was one of them? Like
One of them was like John of the Ark and all
yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and like they'll ask you like what did this Japanese emperor mean when he was doing this and that? And I was just like, I don't fucking know, man. Like
it's fucking rad though.
That's hilarious.
I love. One of the things that I love about this game is how irresponsible you could be at your job, and you could just you could not go to your job for like a full week and then just go back, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're coming in today? Cool, let's work."
Yeah.
Dude, like I was saying, I don't even have one. Like I haven't
Yeah.
even gotten one yet.
Well, there's a lot of shit that like it's end game stuff. Like if there's a job in there that raises your the one with like compassion or something like that. So like and like there's a bunch of confidants that you're talking to in game where you can't further that confidant's level unless you have your compassion is higher or your kindness is higher.
right,
or all
yeah.
this shit. So it's like, and you get to the end of the game and you're like, fuck, I can't further this guy at all. Like, and there's so much.
By the way, total tangent. I cannot hear the word confidant without thinking of the Golden Girls. I just can't.
Oh yeah. No,
I can't.
Friend and a confidant.
I can't listen to the Golden Girls song without listening to that one dude that does the Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You know, thank you for being a friend. Oh, down and back the road and back again. Yeah, we started from the bottom, now we're here now. I love that fucking dude.
So yeah, I'll come over and I'll see what I can't help you do, because there are like those. I feel like you kind of just worked yourself into a pocket, and that does happen, but it doesn't happen nearly as much in the later palaces for sure. And it's just a matter of like, you know, using. And the battle system in that game is so fucking cool. Sorry, I keep talking about Persona, but it's just really cool because it's like this rock paper scissors type mentality when it comes down to like weaknesses.
It really is, dude. I'm having a really fun time trying to find what weaknesses are what and stuff. Yeah. And then just fucking being like, give me money or give me shit, and fucking just going through that whole all out attack thing.
All these other characters, they add like each character that you get is a new type of like spell or something. You know, like when you get Makoto, you get nuclear. When you get Haru, you get she specializes in like guns and stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, and she also does her spell is like this like crazy weird trippy shit. It's like hard to explain. I
always love it when you when you're playing and doing a battle, and is it Anne or Annie? On. Yeah, when she attacks or whatever, and then fucking Morgana's just like, "You're so beautiful, Panther." Yeah. And I'm like, isn't she though?
But yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, Makoto best grill. For sure, I'll fight fucking anybody tooth and nail, dog. I don't give a fuck. Makoto is the best goddamn girl. You haven't met her yet, have you? Yeah.
No.
She's the school rep that's always like on your ass. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the one that's like trying to figure you out for the principal or whatever. Yeah. You're
coming. So after you're done with Madarame, it's her too. It's her like, you know, story.
Oh,
so
dope.
The one thing I was gonna mention or ask you, Cole, specifically, I mean, and since me and Eddie have both been playing, what do you think, like, an idea or a guess of, like, his moveset in Smash? What are you thinking?
Thank you for asking me, because I have been thinking about this a lot.
I bet you kept
by the way, I just want to flash back to how much we fucking screamed at the Video Game Awards when that shit got announced, dude.
Angela lost her shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Oh, my
we were
God.
sitting there, and Angela got up out of her seat, and she's like,
Yeah, and like the thing is I can fucking see. I can see her right now. Yeah. I wasn't there because I had to leave early.
Yeah,
because I had to go. I bought 2 copies of Smash. So the Game Awards happened on the same night that Smash was releasing at 10. So I had to leave early to go pick up my little brothers because I was taking them to the midnight, the release party for Smash. And she calls me. I'm like almost to the house, and she calls me, and she's FaceTiming me, and she's like, the first thing she says, like before the video even pops up, she's like, Persona for Switch, and I'm like freaking the fuck out. I'm like, I'm driving, honey. You can't tell me this kind of shit when I'm behind the wheel. You can't do that. You know what I mean? And then, you know, it goes through, and she's like, oh my God, you know, like, because that fucking trailer is so good, dude. It's so fucking good. Really how he like catches the envelope and twirls it around, and it's got the Smash logo.
And then it has all of their voices reprised, where they're like, the Video Game Awards. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my God, if I had $1 for every fucking time I've watched that trailer.
It was just so funny, like later on in the night, and she's like, I'm sorry for my outburst. She sends me a message. She's like, I'm sorry for my outburst.
God, I love her so much.
I embarrassed myself. And I was like, you don't have to apologize for shit. It was like the coolest thing to see her just light up.
Fucking God.
Well, it's not like we weren't doing the same things for our shit. Like,
that Mortal Kombat reveal trailer, holy shit. That was real.
Okay, so yeah, with that reveal for the Ultimate Alliance, like, as soon as it started happening, I was like, okay, we've got Marvel characters. It might not. I'm not gonna get excited.
Right, that was
it
the
might
same
not
way.
Be it's probably not Ultimate Alliance. I'm not that lucky. I'm not that. It's Ultimate Alliance.
And like at first, I was like, oh God, they're porting that awful PS4 game to the Switch, aren't they? Like, that game was garbage.
No, dude, I was so excited.
And then you see that little card that says exclusively on Nintendo Switch. Yeah. And all y'all motherfuckers became fans of Nintendo after that.
Funny story. When I was on my way to pick up Smash, I had YouTube like streaming the Game Awards, pulled up on my phone,
Yeah.
driving, because I was like, I gotta see what fucking wins Game of the Year, dude.
Thank God God of War won.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank God. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's just what I was gonna say. But Joker in Smash.
So, I don't really know in what direction that they're going to go, but so they really like to do, what is the best moveset that will represent this game? You know what I mean? Like, what's a good example? Like Cloud. Like Cloud is a perfect example because his side B is his cross slash, limit break. His up B is his braver move, His down B is the coolest fucking shit ever because it brings up a fucking limit bar and you're charging the limit bar. God damn it, man. Like, the level of... And that's why I'm like, whatever you do for me, Sakurai, for Joker, I'm going to be totally fine with because I have the utmost faith in this guy. You know what I mean? So I think his jab, his A moveset is going to be his knife.
Yeah.
And then... So his B moves, that's where things get a little dicey.
I was thinking about this the other day, actually. Maybe like fire from a pistol or something like that.
So that would be what you would normally like you would go towards that assumption, right? But the thing is that Sakurai is very it being on a Nintendo console.
That's from WoW. It's
You're not prepared.
Yeah. From, I think it was the Burning Crusade one.
Oh.
Where,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the whole tagline. You are not prepared.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, like, the whole thing because Joker is known for his knife and his gun and his ability to wield multiple personas, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that Sakurai has been very vocal in the past, it being on a Nintendo console, they want to stray away from guns. They don't want guns, which is even more weird considering the fact that fucking Bayonetta is in the game and she's got pistols
Zero
on
Suit
both feet.
Samus, Bayonetta. There's a gun that's an item in the game.
Yeah. So, and I would imagine that is probably going to be it for just his neutral B. Mm-hmm. So just like a Fox. B move.
Yeah.
Where he's just... I don't think it's going to be like you push the button. I think it's going to be slower, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And then I think his down B is up in the fucking air. I have no idea what that would be. But I think his up B is going to be Arsene. Like, I think he's like going to... Because he's got wings, so mm-hmm. I think he's just going to whoosh, like fly up in the air. And then it'll be basically like a Ridley up B, mm-hmm. where like if you're caught in that vicinity, then you're going to get hit by it. You know what I mean? Arsene is kind of like maybe the blue flame will cause like blue fire damage or something. I don't know. And then... The thing where I think it's going to get a little dicey is whether or not they're going to represent the multiple personas. Because then...
For his Smash?
I don't fucking know, dude. Like, it could literally go any way,
yeah.
And the thing is that Persona is largely represented on Nintendo consoles with the Labyrinth games on the 3DS. So... I'm trying to think... Jack Frost, you know what Jack Frost is in the Persona games? He's the like blue, weird looking guy. Mm-hmm. He's a Persona, and he's pretty like in tune with Nintendo. So I would imagine maybe that'll be his down B. I'm not. See, that's the thing is I don't fucking know, man. I know that the knife will be like all of his jabs, like all of his tilt moves and stuff like that, and then. The biggest one though is the Final Smash. I have no fucking clue what the Final Smash is going to be.
I think his Final Smash would be cool is if he just like summoned all these different personas and then just have them all just fuck everything.
That'd be fucking rad. But what I think we're going to see, if I had to make a bet, if I had to make a guess, it's going to be the All Out Attack.
Yeah.
How fucking rad would it be
if
Ryuji, On, Yusuke, fucking Makoto, Futaba, fucking Haru, and Morgana all jump in and they do the crazy all-out attack?
Or even just like
Jizz.
They would have to figure out a way to like target a single person though, right? Because the all-out attack is when there's one.
No, it could be a group of people.
I could see it working as a group too.
Because they're a group of creatures, and it'll do the all out attack for the three of them, and you know how in the back they'll just all three of them burst or whatever. But that would be cool to just have even if it's just him, even if it's just him, and then have the whole screen go red, have all these voices come out of nowhere, and then just.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's gonna be so fucking cool, dude! And not only that, but it's a fighter pack. So we're getting a fucking stage. We're getting all of Shoji Meguro, not all of them, but a bunch of Shoji Meguro's fucking soundtracks. Oh my god, dude! It's gonna be so fucking awesome. I've already bought the fighter pack for me, for Angela, for my two little brothers.
I've already bought the $25 all of it.
The fighter pass. Yeah. Oh my fucking god, dude. And then those other 4 it's because it's 5 fighters, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So what are the other 4 going to be, dude? Oh my god! I'm sitting here freaking out because at the end of that trip, at the end of that reveal at the Game Awards, Reggie-san's up there fucking talking all kinds of shit who's the best crossover in history, and he's like, oh, what the Russo brothers say about or no. It's the Russo brothers, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, they might have something to say about that, He's talking about, big ol' anime titties. That's what it's all about, boys. That's what makes life all fucking worth it. You know what I'm saying?
I have a game for you guys to play, then.
Galgun?
No. It's called, I bought this game last summer in the Steam summer sale for $2. It's called Deep Space Waifu.
I've heard of that game.
Yeah. So essentially, it plays kind of not Space Invaders, but 1942, where you're moving around the bottom of the screen and things are coming down and you're shooting up at them. But at the same time, there's a giant anime girl in the background, and you're simultaneously shooting the clothes off of her.
Fuck yeah!
And then you shoot them all off to maybe 50% or so, and she's still clothed or whatever.
Yeah.
Then the boss fight comes in. So at that point, you're attacking the boss while also trying to get 100% of her clothes shot off.
Hell yeah!
And then at the end of it, it takes a screenshot of it.
Yeah.
And then he goes into this weird conversation dialogue with the person.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the first one, he's like, now to go home and do what I do best, draw big old anime titties. I'm like, what fucking is this game?
I mean, I've done a little bit of other speculation as well. I think that the stage that we're going to get for Joker, I think it's going to be Mementos.
That would probably be
super colorful, and I think that's what we're going to get. And then in terms of the soundtrack, I feel like you're going to get, the opening song, Get Up, Get Out There. Mm-hmm. You're going to get, the fuck is it called? I really want a remix of the Chill Rain song that you get when you're at home. And then there's so much possibility to make it great, In terms of the other DLC characters, I have one wish, and it's Sora. Give me fucking Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
I did.
I was like,
I'm waiting for Sakurai to do the same.
I was gonna say, don't be one of those guys that says Goku.
I don't really think Goku is in the running. I really don't. I mean, if it was to happen, cool.
Exactly.
Like I was saying, Reggie-san's up there on the Game Awards saying, this is a total shocker for Joker to be in there because it's a PlayStation title only, and he's expect this level of shock for every single DLC character that we announce from here on out. And I do know that there is a representative of Square Enix to come into the game. So I think that's gonna be Sora.
I think it would be really cool is if we somehow got Sephiroth.
That would be fucking rad. That would definitely be cool. I don't really know, though, because Square didn't really play ball with Final Fantasy VII at all, if you can't notice. So they gave us Cloud. They gave us Advent Children Cloud.
Yeah.
They gave us a stage, and they gave us 2 songs. 2 songs from Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, which is widely considered to be one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. That is one of
my favorite stages in the game, though.
Yeah, it's rad as hell. And with all the sums and everything, I think it's really great. And, like, not only that, in this new game, you know how, like, there's multiple different spirits for every other game? Like, they put Paz from fucking Metal Gear Solid in this. You know what I mean? There's 2 spirits for Final Fantasy VII. It's Cloud and it's Advent Children Cloud. Like, Square didn't play ball with Final Fantasy VII at all. But I feel like they'd play ball a lot better with Sora, considering the fact that he's been on multiple different Nintendo consoles since. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that and with Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out like really soon.
See, and like I could have swore if you would have asked me a month ago what character would get announced at the Game Awards for Smash, it sure as shit wouldn't have been Joker.
No.
It would have been Sora, because we are a month away. We're a little less than a month away from Kingdom Hearts 3, which I got that pro, baby. Oh yeah, dog. People are so salty. I think they only made 1,000 of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I could be mistaken, but I believe that's what Brian told me, is that they only made 1,000.
Dang.
And God damn it, I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Touching back to what you said, thank fuck that God of War won Game of the Year.
Yeah. Really, truly. I mean, it definitely seemed like it was going one way all night, and people were butthurt.
People were pissed, dude.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, Red Dead got robbed.
Yeah, Red Dead got robbed. You can't call it getting robbed if they won like almost every other category in existence.
You know who got
night.
fucking robbed? Like, Spider-Man got fucking robbed.
Spider-Man got
robbed.
Spider-Man
got robbed like a train in Red Dead 2.
Exactly,
Seriously, bro. Like, it got burgled.
It did.
Like,
in the night.
like fucking
God damn it, did God of War deserve that though?
Yeah, they
Holy
really
shit.
did, dude.
And I started looking at retrospective looks and like reviews and like crazy in-depth reviews of God of War. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna backpedal a little bit, and I'm gonna take back my original statement. Mm-hmm. I do think that God of War is the best PS4 game, easily, besides Persona 5. But that's because I don't really count that because it's on PS3 as well.
Yeah, it's an older one.
So you're talking about like exclusively PS4.
Yes.
So because Red Dead's on like Xbox. Okay.
Yes.
No, that makes sense. I can go along with that.
Yeah.
I can.
I think you're a fucking moron.
I think.
Are you fucking high?
No.
This place is a prison.
On the planet of
bullshit.
Bullshit.
The
This
galaxy
sucks.
of this sucks camel dick.
It's been too long. I need to
By the
brush
way,
back up on that.
Speaking of those two,
Oh my
have
God.
you been hearing about their new movie?
Oh.
It had
it
a
is getting-
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Like, and this is what I told Eddie before. I was like, I love those two, especially the way they play off of each other.
Yep.
I will go see a movie of just them with no reason to exist other than like Step Brothers 2 or just any random dumbass thing.
Talladega Nights 2.
Yeah, you don't need to try and come up with an excuse to put them in a movie together.
Yeah.
You don't need to do fucking Holmes and Watson. Like you don't need to try and like fit it into some sort of higher calling. Fucking stop it. Just let them be dumb. Let them be themselves.
Yeah.
Like no one wants
Yeah.
that. No one wants
I hear
Holmes
you.
and Watson as these two fucking morons.
Yeah.
Like that's not what people are after.
I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah, me too.
I am. I'm still
gonna
gonna
go
see
watch
it. I'm sure there are going to be plenty of hilarious parts.
And
And I was actually really hoping, because I read the article that said that they tried to sell it to Netflix, and I was like hopeful so I can actually just watch it in the comfort of my own
Netflix
home.
said
laughed
no.
him out.
And they said, "Are you fucking high?" Like,
Well, they already did something dumb when they took, what was it, that Adam Sandler old Western movie?
Yeah.
Oh, the Ridiculous
Ridiculous
Six.
Yeah, the Ridiculous Six.
I haven't even seen that movie.
I watched it. It was all right.
it was all right. I liked all the cameos and
Yeah, that
stuff
was fun.
like that.
That was fun.
Like,
but it
wasn't
there's no way that movie
amazing.
will ever make money. Like there's
If there was, and like I was telling you guys, Derek and Eddie, if we were living in a 2018 that Hereditary wasn't released, the new Spider-Man movie is 100% the best movie of this year.
Holy
fuck, that movie is great.
Yeah? Like, tell us.
God,
dude.
Well, I can't really tell you everything that I love about it without spoiling stuff.
My buddy at work saw it and he loved it too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I went and saw Aquaman. And Aquaman was a pleasant surprise.
So I feel like Spider-Man kind of is great on its own, and Aquaman had a lot to prove. So I feel like you need to tell us why you love this movie so
Aquaman.
much.
Okay, so Aquaman was a pleasant surprise to me just because a lot of, you know how nowadays trailers are pretty much giving away the whole movie. Not in this movie. Like, yeah. I had no idea that Willem Dafoe was in this movie. Dolph Lundgren, Nicole Kidman.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, they were all had like really powerful parts of the movie. Like, it wasn't just like little cameos here and there. Like, they had real like lines and they had real like
importance to the plot.
Yeah. And like, the Seven Kingdoms were all there, like all the Seven Seas or whatever. The Seven Kingdoms. I was not expecting all Seven Kingdoms to be there.
Yeah.
Ocean Master and Black Manta were so cool. Yeah. They fleshed out Black Manta really well. He didn't get a lot of screen time as Black Manta, but it was still cool. And then Ocean Master, when they ended up having the big Ocean Master fight, it made Aquaman cool again.
Yeah.
Because like when the Super Friends came out and Aquaman,
Super Friends fucked Aquaman.
So
no lube, just rammed it in there.
After the Super Friends, Aquaman was never the same, because before the Super Friends, Aquaman was such a fucking badass.
Yeah,
he was the fucking cool. Like he was
king of the sea. Like he's got like every fucking sea creature under his thumb.
And it's kind of like on, you know, how on SpongeBob where they have that Aquaman ripoff. What's his bucket?
The Mermaid Man.
Mermaid Man.
And Barnacle
like,
Boy.
That's barely even like, you know, them making fun of Aquaman. Like, that's pretty much just Aquaman and how he was treated.
Yeah.
Like, it's more of a ripoff than it is a joke on that. Like, it's so sad that that's what he had come to.
It really is, hopefully, the revitalization of DC, because, like, just the scenes, it wasn't all underwater and it wasn't in some surface city. We're going to like the Sahara Desert.
So like he wasn't the Batman of the sea.
He wasn't the Batman of the sea.
Oh, good. Right on. Good. Because
like and you could tell though it had these elements from all these different movies.
Yeah.
Like you see a little bit of Raiders of the Lost Ark. You see a little bit of I remember you see little bits of the Fifth Element in there. Like, okay, just with the way that they show all of these cities, because these underground fucking metropolises. Is that metropoli? Metropolises?
Metropolis. Derek's on the case.
Well, I'm curious because polis would be Greek. Metropolis is Greek. So I wonder what the plural would be.
Metropolis?
Well, no, because
I ordered a new anime movie, and it's called Metropolis. I'm so fucking excited. It's gonna be here tomorrow, dog.
I mean, okay, here we go. They're saying Metropolis is fine because it went from Greek to Latin, and then we got it from Latin. So they're basically saying, well, you could either pluralize it the way Latin would pluralize a word, or you could do it the way Greek would pluralize a word.
So Metropolis or Metropolis.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing.
Underwater.
It's the same. It's the same thing with octopus. The plural of octopus should be octopodes because that's Greek.
Yeah.
But people say octopi because we've misunderstood that it was Greek because it went from Greek to Latin, and Latin has a noun declension that ends in US, right? Okay. So octopus, and so the US when it goes to plural changes into an I. So that's why we say octopi, because we think...
So what is almost kind of the same thing with cactus?
Yeah, well, I don't know about cactus. I haven't really ever looked up the etymology to that. But so it's just something that we think stems from Latin.
Yeah.
So we give it Latin plural endings, even though it shouldn't have them.
Okay. And that was your nerdcore vocabulary lesson. But anyway, so like the way that these underground cities are put together, they're so futuristic and they're so vibrant and they're so cool.
Yeah.
And like the ones that need to be like dark and grim and stuff. They have just all of the elements that they needed. Like, you can tell that they used this budget just the way they needed to. So Aquaman was a 9 out of 10 for me.
Okay. Wow. Okay. For sure.
Yeah.
Even so, like, and
that's a must watch.
And are you saying 9 out of 10 compared to all the other DC stuff, or are you just saying the movie by itself?
The movie by itself.
Okay.
The movie by itself. If
because I mean, anything's better than the garbage they've been putting out.
Right. And it's just like, and like if we want to compare it to the other, it's leaps and bounds. Just like even like Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman, I think Wonder Woman was a good movie for the sake that all the other movies were garbage.
Well, exactly, because like going back and thinking about Wonder Woman now, I'm like, I mean, it was a decent movie. It was pretty average, like by itself. But when watching it, I was like, oh, because it was just so much better than all the other bullshit.
Exactly.
But it's not that amazing.
Aquaman tops my DC list.
Yeah.
My DCEU list. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Like, go watch it. That movie was dope.
So, also, in the same vein, you guys got a new Avengers trailer.
Yes.
What do you think?
Endgame.
You guys?
Yes.
You guys hot on that trailer?
I'm super hot on it.
We received. I posted some promo art on the page, and it looks like we're gonna get full arm. We're gonna get like battle armor Thanos, and that shit excites the fuck out of me because that means that they're gonna go fucking ham.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, we're getting Ronin Hawkeye too. So that shit.
Dude, I'm excited for that because like I'm thinking
Ronin.
what's gonna happen is that like some or all of his family died in the snap. And you know what I mean? And so I think that's going to make him snap and go fucking full Ronin.
I'm going to be so fucking stoked when that happens, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's great. It's great. It was so funny. Speaking of the snap shirt, somebody posted something. They were talking about how, like, if the snapshot happened in Wakanda, is it time zone relevant? Because daytime in New York when Nick Fury and Maria Hill go away. And so I fucking went into this deep fucking research pool.
Yeah.
And it fucking still checks out. Because if you see Wakanda on a map, or where it would be on a map, it'd be just south of Uganda. Okay. And Uganda from New York, that's an 8-hour time difference. And the snapshot happened around, it was mid to late afternoon. So, I mean, if the snapshot happens around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning in New York. And so it's still...
Holy shit.
Well, and like I don't like is there an agreement that like the snapshot like caused everyone to dust simultaneously, or was it just kind of a rolling thing? You know what I mean?
And I mean from the movie's point of view, it's a rolling thing.
That's what I thought too.
Because I mean, like we didn't know until Ant-Man and the Wasp when the Wasp and the Hank Pym and the original Wasp dusted too, and they were in the daytime too, and they're in like California.
Yeah.
So I think it's a rolling thing, but even if it wasn't, it still checks out due to the fact of due to Wakanda's placement on the map.
Funny, fun little thing I'm gonna tell you in anticipation for watching End of Evangelion. There are some stark similarities between the snap and what happens in End of Evangelion.
Oh, nice.
So I remember thinking, like, when I was watching that and then hearing about the snap, and I was like,
Avengers.
It's heartbreaking.
Avengers. And then I heard, I don't remember where I heard it from, but I heard that there were going to be some Fox characters into Phase 4, that they were going to try to, like, fit them in there.
So you're talking like Deadpool?
Yeah, I'm talking like Deadpool, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
And that would be fucking cool. I think that would be great.
Something I wanted to talk to you about.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the trailer for the new Jordan Peele movie?
Us.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
So have you guys seen the trailer, Derek?
I don't think I have.
It's
oh my god. I
didn't know that you could turn I Got 5 on it into a horror song.
And it is fucking terrifying.
It's a great, like, Jordan Peele movies satisfy my horror itch. You know what I mean? Because Get Out was great. And then, like, every other movie, like, around that time, like, when Annihilation came out, and what else was it? I think it was Hereditary. And then with Bird Box. Like, none of those movies were, like like they were good, but they were never one of those. They were never movies where I was just like, oh, boner, you know,
like Get Out.
Like Get Out was.
Yeah.
And then Us is coming, and that looks fucking cool.
That movie looks so fucking good.
For those of you that haven't seen it, the trailer starts with this family, African American family. They're just doing their thing, and they're moving to a new city, and they end up getting attacked by this group of people, and this group of people is pretty much the nega versions of them. Like they're just like these crazy, like fucked up hills.
You've seen the trailer,
eyes.
right, Nick?
Yeah.
These like he'll have eyes type people. It's fucking crazy.
Oh my god! And just like the level of symbolism that's in the trailer alone, I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it! We're looking at a incredibly intelligent horror film.
And going back to your saying like the satisfied movies that satisfied you, like I'm excited for this one because, you know, Get Out was the same way for me. But the last movie that I saw that that was a horror movie that I genuinely absolutely loved was I'm spacing on the name. We were talking about it. John Krasinski.
Quiet Place.
Yes, that movie like scratched my horror itch like so hard.
It's incredibly. It's a super compelling movie because it has a gimmick. It has that gimmick where it's like you don't want to make any sound. Did you see it in theaters? Or no, you watched it with headphones, right?
I watched it with a pair of Turtle Beach headphones.
Just as good. Like,
Nice.
just as good. Like,
And I'm not going to... If Eddie and Derek, if you guys haven't seen it, I won't spoil anything for it.
Holy
but you
God.
know what the part that I'm going to be talking about here when they're crossing the bridge and the toy goes off.
Yeah.
I had never seen, like, a look of panic in
Yeah.
anybody's eyes as I did in John Krasinski's. Like, he heard it, and he was, holy fuck, dude. Like,
So, I was thinking about this last night because I watched the critically acclaimed Bird Box last night. And I'm wondering, I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, how fucking crazy would it be if it was, like, shadow directed by John Krasinski?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a cinematic universe.
it's like that, hey, let me copy your homework.
Yeah. So like, you know, like A Quiet Place is all about, you know,
No sound.
hear no evil. This Bird Box is see no evil. And then what's the other one? Speak no evil. And then there's like another movie next year where it's Speak no evil. Dude, that would be crazy cool if they did something like that.
I would actually like those movies. I'd like a movie like Bird Box more if that was the case.
Yeah.
Because Bird Box really didn't do much for me.
It was like the most solid 7 out of 10 I've ever watched.
Absolutely. Like the first 2 acts were fucking awesome. And then the third act just kind of fell flat.
I wanted more of the old...
I'm just afraid to watch it because of how hyped up it is, and I'm afraid that I'm just going to be like, all of that for this?
Yeah.
Just go into it with very, very low expectations. Like
Really?
that's
It's
what I
like
did.
fucking 2 hours long. Like, I don't...
2 hours and 4 minutes.
have that.
It's not.
I don't have
it-
that time.
It's definitely worth watching.
I don't know how much time I've got left. So.
I could go at any minute.
See, I'm very lukewarm on it, but Angela loved it. So I'm wondering what your opinion would be.
Yeah.
about
See, and
it.
I'm the same way. I'm lukewarm, but yes, he dug the shit out of it.
There's something about Sandra Bullock that just is very lukewarm to
Well,
me.
you shouldn't.
By the way, can we talk about Bandersnatch?
No, we can't because I haven't seen it yet.
No,
God
but
damn it.
you know, just that, like it sounds like an old lady word for pussy. Well, he touched me in the
Actually,
Bandersnatch.
when I heard they were coming out with that, I instantly thought back to one of the monsters from Final Fantasy
Fuck
IX.
yeah.
the
Yeah. Oh
Bandersnatch,
yeah, dude. Of
Yeah.
course.
When
Yeah.
you're on, when you're on the hunt.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I thought to.
Touched her in the Bandersnatch. When you're a celebrity, they let you do it.
I just grabbed her right in the Bandersnatch.
Yes.
How do you grab one? Like that's a really who was it? Was it Joe Rogan?
No, watch the
Fuck her right in the Bandersnatch.
Watch the new Jim Jeffries special, and he'll tell
Oh,
you.
it was
how you
Jim,
grab
it was Jim
He'll tell-
Jeffries.
like
But,
a
that's
bowling ball.
Like he said though, that would have to be a really meaty vagina to just grab it.
And at this point, You've got her in the air. She's off her feet.
Dude, it's a really good
Like a
special
Vulcan
in
grip.
general.
He spends like
But,
10 minutes talking about that.
Oh yeah, no, you need to watch.
Have you
that.
seen the newest Joe Rogan special?
I haven't
I think
yet.
I did.
Holy god damn, dude, that man is so fucking funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
When he's
great.
talking about the vegan cats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my fuck.
Hashtag
dude,
vegan cats.
I fucking lost it, dude. And he's like,
I need to watch it.
he had, and I thought it was so funny.
did
I
see
like
that.
actually rewound it because Angela came home when I was in the middle of watching it, and I was like, you need to fucking watch this part, dude. It's so funny. And he's like, he had that whole bit where he's you know, they're vegan, but they own a cat, and so they're like, you know, being all self-righteous about, you know, not eating meat. And then he's like, then you open up a fucking can of murder and give it to that fucking savage ass animal. Oh my god, dude, he's so fucking funny.
He's hilarious, dude. Joe Rogan's dope. Like, even just listening to his podcast. Like, I watched like clips and videos of his podcast on
Yeah.
YouTube. He is fucking.
I just love all the
Super
memes
smart.
making fun of his podcast.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
but if you tried
Yeah,
DMT,
if you tried DMT. I love that motherfucker, dude, because he makes podcasts that are 3 or 4 hours long, and it's like, I know what I'm doing all night, all night at work, dog, listening to this motherfucker talk about ayahuasca.
Fucking A, man.
The latest thing that I've been obsessed with, I've been trying not to play video games a lot lately. Like, you know how there's like there's like a thing where dudes won't like jerk off or have sex for like a month because it'll make the next one like you know, like really good. It's kind of my whole mentality with Kingdom Hearts 3.
You don't jerk off on it for a while.
I'm trying not to play a lot of games right now because I'm trying to save. Because I get in these moods where it's like nothing is really, you know, like I'll beat Mega Man 3 for the 90th time during that month, but like I'll try to stay away from, you know, like other games.
So sorry,
you're good.
I've got a piece of interesting news that I just came across.
Okay.
Apparently, the entire script for Spider-Man Into the Multiverse is now online.
Just stay the fuck away. Go watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it until I see the
God
movie.
damn it!
as
that
he
movie-
clicks on the article.
I'm looking at the article. I'm not. They didn't. I'm guaranteeing they didn't put the script in the article.
So
At least not the whole thing.
anyways, I bought that PlayStation Classic, and then I started thinking about, all right, you know, I'll play Metal Gear. And now I'm going down a huge Metal Gear rabbit hole where I bought, because Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, the HD collection, is backwards compatible on the Xbox, so I bought that. So now I have Metal Gear 1, 2, and 3, but now I have an even bigger dilemma, because the only way to play Metal Gear 4 is on the PS3. So now I'm like, fuck,
I
boy.
would kill a small child if I could play Metal Gear 3 again. Like,
But only a small one, because then it's easy.
Come over. I have it. I have it on Xbox, so I am so excited to be able to play that game. But I bought like this big ass art book, like dual pack that comes with the gallery works and all the crazy artwork.
possible future episode, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh my god, it's a fucking lock, bro.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid is 100% going to be an episode.
Have some goddamn faith, Arthur. Have you seen that video where the two guys are playing Red Dead Online and they're like impersonating Dutch and Arthur?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah, dude.
Are you trying to rewrite the ending to Red Dead 2? Well, I mean, I might be. Can't blame me. Sorry about jumping on your horse there, Dutch. We're the Walmart version of Red Dead 2.
But yeah, Spider-Verse script is online and free.
Man, I can't recommend the movie more at this point. Like, that movie was so much fun.
Speaking
Well-
of Spider-Man, I know you guys still have the game. Have you gotten into it with the Raimi suit?
Yes.
I have not yet, because I've been so stuck on trying to get caught up on fucking Red Dead.
See, 'cause
100% gonna play all the DLC
I
in the
beat-
Raimi suit. I don't
I
give a
beat
fuck.
Red Dead 2, so I'm like, okay, now I can go back to Spider-Man. 'cause
Yeah,
I
I'm getting
was
behind
working
on
that
Spider-Man.
game.
I'm only part way through the
And
Hammerhead stuff.
I finally beat that game. I don't have any of the DLC yet, but like as I was finishing the game, they
They
when
released the Raimi
Insomniac went just, okay, shut the fuck up. Here's your goddamn suit, you pieces of shit.
Well, I mean, there were a lot of people. It got really fucking
They were
toxic.
sending death threats.
And it's like, really, guys?
That's ridiculous because Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is like the worst Spider-Man ever.
Oh yeah,
The suit is badass, though.
Yeah,
I
the
love
suit's
suit's
great.
cool.
The
Yeah.
suit's great, and that's all I've been doing. I'm doing the
Pizza
last.
time.
Yeah.
I'm doing the last DLC, which what is it called?
Silver lining.
Silver Lining, yeah. And I'm just doing that in the Raimi suit. I've done the whole thing in the Raimi suit, which is dope. Like all the DLC has been great.
There's only 2 that I don't have, and they're the 100% completion and all the backpacks. Those are the only 2 I don't have.
Those are dope.
see, I love the negative suit.
I just
That's my
got
favorite one.
the fucking doesn't skip a day at the gym skull suit.
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
dude,
my
that
God,
one's
dude.
bad.
The Spirit Spider, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Spirit Spider is cool
Okay,
as fuck.
so all 3 of you, and when you go to see Into the Spider-Verse, it feels...
We should go on Tuesday.
Holy God. It has the most... man, like, it's going to be hard for Avengers to top this memorial thing that they did for Stan Lee at the end of this movie.
Oh.
It had me, and
Well,
Angela
at least now I'm prepared for the feels.
Right?
I didn't know about that at all.
Like,
and so at least
like-
now I can.
I've got like chills, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
like
my
hyperventilating.
fucking
Dude,
God.
I was in tears during Infinity War, so like,
Yeah.
but I really do want to go see this because I have a coworker whose brother is like a composer, or I think he does like digital music, and
Okay.
he's in the credits for Into the Spider-Verse.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wait until the very ending, because it is fucking laugh out loud funny. Like the whole, oh my God. And you'll know what I'm talking about. But it is, that movie's so self-aware, I love it. The music in it is great. The animation is incredible. God,
Nice.
go see that fucking movie.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, we'll have to go see it on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll have to go check it out sometime this week.
Yeah.
I put my finger up, like,
Leave it in.
What, the finger?
Got it.
I put the finger up. Well, leave it in.
Hiya! So that concludes the first episode back for season 3. I'm so happy to be back. I really didn't know what to do with my life in December. I was just
It was
like,
very strange.
but as always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On Twitter and Instagram at NerdCorp Podcast.
and nerdcorporation@gmail.com.
And if you want us to monitor your New Year's resolutions, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/nerdcore podcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from shirts, stickers, and giveaways to locked episodes and bonus content. So,
Disclaimer, we will not actually monitor you.
I will. I'll at least talk shit.
so for the Nerd Corporation, my name is Eddie Lyon.
I'm Cole Simper.
Derek Reese.
Nick Lewis.
And like I've said before, keep looking to the skis.
Leave that finger
What
up
the
in
fuck does that even mean, dog?
It's the fucking it from The Simpsons. When they did the X-Files episode.
Oh, okay.
You sunk my battleship.
there. I like the shinin.
The shit.
Don't you mean the shining? What, you want us to get sued?